Welcome back guys. Today is a quick chest and back session. I'm gonna do 4 exercises for the chest and 4 for the back. Starting with a decline chest press machine. Currently this is my main movement for the chest. Working in the 6 to 10 rep range. Last week I got 10 reps on the first set. So I increased the weight by 2.5 kgs each side and I try to hit at least 6 reps. I'm looking to control the weight on the way down as much as I can and explode on the concentric. Here I got 7 clean reps with good technique. I wanted to alternate between chest and back, however the machine I wanted was taken, so I decided to do my next chest exercise. Wide grip machine chest press. Now I've already increased the weight on the first exercise, so here if I can hit the same amount of reps as last week, it will be a win for me. This exercise is tough at the bottom and it gets easier as I press, so the lockout is easy. I'm going as deep as I can to get the full stretch on the pecs. I'm trying to make all the repetitions look the same. However, here in the lockout position, I can rest a little bit, about 2 seconds, to be able to grind some more reps. You can substitute this exercise with a barbell bench press. However, for me, at this gym, the benches aren't really that good, so I prefer this machine. I'm gonna give the chest a little bit of rest and move on to the back. First exercise is a neutral grip lat pull down. Working in the 6 to 10 rep range, strapping up for this one and using a little bit of momentum to get the weight moving. As long as I can bring the attachment between my chin and eye level, I count the rep as a clean rep. And of course controlling the eccentric as much as I can and letting the lats do the work. Since this is not a pure back workout like I did last week, I'm not obsessed in adding any reps or weight. I'm satisfied if I can hit last week's numbers. Next, continuing with the back, we have the chest supported T-bar row. Same weight as last week. I'm not looking forward to add any reps since I'm already tired at this point in the workout. So I'm doing as much as I can in the rep range, which is 6 to 10. This semi-neutral grip is excellent for the entire upper back. Here you can see I'm stretching as far as I can and explode on the positive to feel the entire back contract. This machine has 2 foot platforms, however I'm using neither. I'm standing directly on the ground. I got 2 quality sets of 8 reps each. Now getting back to the chest, we have none other than the cable flies, doing them standing. You can substitute this exercise with a pec deck machine. However, for me at this gym, the pec deck isn't really good, so here the cables are way better and they allow for a better stretch. Here I mistakenly added more weight than I should have on the pin stack, so it was tougher than expected, and I turned the exercise into a kind of a chest and fly hybrid. However, it doesn't matter, it still works. I got 8 reps with good technique. However, in the future, I think I'm gonna have to use the bench because I'm putting so much effort to stabilize my body at this point since the weight is becoming so much heavy. So it's turning into a core exercise instead of focusing solely on the chest. On the second set, I decreased the weight and did the cleaner reps where I open up more the angle of my elbow. Next, for the lats, we have this machine pull down where it mimics the behind the neck pull down. I'm really liking this one. It checks all the boxes, very stable. I get an amazing stretch and a good contraction. The handles aren't just going up and down, but also they are coming out to the sides. So it gives a unique feel for the upper back and the lats. 2 sets of 10 to 15 reps on this one. I was able to match last week's reps, so that's good. Even though these handles are thick, I'm trying to minimize my grip involvement and focusing solely on pulling with my elbows. I avoid leaning back so that I keep this exercise the same and not turn it into a normal pull down. Next, incline push-ups for the upper pecs, one of the best exercises. No other exercise gives me this upper pec contraction as this one. I wish I can load this one, however it's practically impossible for me at the moment, so I'm doing slow and controlled repetitions body weight, and I tend to put this one at the end of the workout to be able to reach failure with fewer reps. I did 2 sets, as many reps as possible. I'm trying to see how many extra reps I can get if I rest like this, and I got only one. Next we have cable pullovers. If you wanna kind of isolate the lats, this one is for you. I could have done dumbbell pullovers since this is a chest and back workout. However, I decided to stick to this variation. I like it a lot. 2 sets here in the 8 to 12 rep range. I'm also flexing my abs as hard as I can to keep my body stable so that the weight stack doesn't pull me over. I remember Sam Sulek used to do these single arm. I don't think that exercise is good. These are way better. Now if you want to warm up your lats, yes, do one arm cable pullover. Otherwise, stick to this one. Finishing the chest with some bodyweight dips. As you notice, here I'm leaning forward and my feet are in front of me. Very slow eccentrics, and I'm exploding on the concentric. You can do these 2 ways. First, you can go all the way up to get the full extension of the elbows. It will engage more of the triceps, however there's no escaping triceps involvement in this exercise. The second way is to not go all the way up and you leave a little bit of elbow bend so that you keep the tension on the chest. It doesn't matter which one you decide to do, just stick to one for a couple of months and then switch. And to finish off the back section of this workout, we have wide grip pull-ups. I'm loving this variation lately. Normally, I do them neutral grip or a closer grip. However, this one feels way different, it's way harder. 2 sets here, as many reps as possible, and the workout is done. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, stay focused, train with intent, and I'll catch you tomorrow for the next workout. See you soon. Peace.